by, adults who don't really experience what today's children really go through.
So what's the answer?
What happened?
If it's on our minds, it's in the mix.
In the mix.
Hi, I'm Christopher Cousins.
I'm Mia Korf.
I'm Nathan Perdee.
And I'm Karen Witter from One Life to Live.
Reading is a skill you need to pass a driver's test, to fill out a job application, to get ahead.
If you or someone you know can't read, there's a program that can help turn your life around.
And in these tough times, you need every advantage.
Watch Learn to Read on this channel and see what a difference reading can make in your life.
Major funding for this afternoon's programming is provided by the Helena Rubinstein Foundation, a longtime supporter of outstanding children's television.
Take a mud bath. Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye. Where's Uncle Wilt, children?
He's gone to take a mud bath.
What's a mud bath? Find Uncle Wilt!
Any ideas, Zook?
No, but I have this phone number that Uncle Wilt wrote on the wall by the telephone this morning.
We've got to get him a notepad.
It looks like one of those 800 numbers from Earth. It says Club Ted Vacations.
May as well call. It's all we have to go on.
Okay.
Thank you for calling Club Ted. If you're calling from a touch-tone phone, please press 1 now. To find out about a romantic transatlantic paddleboat cruise, press 2. To learn about the European Mud Bath Special, press 3.
That's it. Press 3.
Spend 3 relaxing days at Spa Bravo, Italy. Our secluded location is equidistant from the lovely cities of Venice, Milan, and Florence. At Spa Bravo, there's nothing to do but relax, purify the body, and leave the world behind drenched in a delicate bath of mud.
If you'd like to make a reservation, please hold on the line in case one of our representatives takes your call.
Why would Uncle Wilt spend 3 days in a mud hole?
Isn't tomorrow the neon poetry brawl?
Oh, yeah. He'd do anything to get out of that. He's going head-to-head with Ryman Simon.
Well, let's go to Italy and start looking. Oh, right, Zook. Venice, Italy. If we're going to find Spa Bravo, we're going to need a map.
Let's move then. Excuse me.
Oh, good. Someone who speaks English. Can you tell us how to get to the Piazza San Marco?
No.
Can you tell us where Spa Bravo is?
Oh, you must be on the European Mud Bath Special. Well, Spa Bravo is equidistant from Venice, Milan, and Florence. If you ask me, mud treatment is overrated.
What do you mean it's equidistant?
I'm not sure. It's a very difficult language. If I were you, I'd go get a map at the Tourist Information Office just around the corner.
Hello?
Buongiorno.
Are you closed?
Only for lunch.
When do you open again?
After lunch.
When's that?
In 5 hours. Ciao.
Well, now what are we going to do?
Hey, look! There's a map.
Here's Venice. Here's Florence.
And here's Milan. I don't see Spa Bravo on here anywhere, though.
Did you say Spa Bravo?
Yes, do you know it?
Do I know it? It's the finest health spa on the continent.
Where is it?
It's equidistant from Venice, Milan, and Florence, situated in a simply brilliant ruined village.
Who ruined it?
Who ruined what?
The village.
Nobody ruined it. It just got ruined. It's very old.
What do you mean it's equidistant?
I mean it's at the same distance from each of the cities.
Aha! So, Spa Bravo is someplace at an equal distance from Venice, Milan, and Florence.
Precisely.
Why can't you just tell us where it is, huh?
I've never been there. It's very expensive. I'm saving up.
You're saving up to sit in a vat of mud?
You would not understand.
So if Spa Bravo is the same distance from each of these 3 cities, then it and Uncle Wilt should be somewhere around here. Do you have something to write with?
Here's an ink stick.
I think it'll be someplace in this triangle.
But how are we going to find out where?
Well, let's find a point that's the same distance from Venice and Milan.
That's right
here. That's the midpoint. But the spa can't be there. It's too far from Florence.
Hey, if we draw a perpendicular line right here, we'll find the points that are equidistant from Venice and Milan.
So Spa Bravo has to be somewhere on that line.
Oh, that's the problem. It could be anywhere on that line.
Yeah. Wait, no it can't. It has to be the same distance from all 3 cities.
So?
So let's try Milan and Florence.
Okay. The midpoint between Milan and Florence is right here.
So I'll draw another perpendicular line here. I think we're getting somewhere.
Somewhere? I think we did it. Look.
What are you talking about?
These 2 lines meet right here in Pazzo. I'll bet that town is equidistant from all 3 cities.
It doesn't look right. Are you sure?
No.
There must be a way to check this.
Yeah? How?
I don't know yet. Wait! I'll measure the distance from Spa Bravo to Venice, and the same length should reach Milan and Florence. It worked!
Wow! So, Spa Bravo and Uncle Wilt are right here in Pazzo.
That's right!
Just another example of my sister, the prodigy.
Not really, Zook. All I did was...
My sister, the thinker.
Cut it out, Zook. People are staring.
My sister, the genius.
Zook.
Yeah?
Let's go get Uncle Wilt and deliver him to his public.
Okay. Hey, Uncle Wilt!
Children, how'd you get in here without a reservation?
As soon as we told the guard we're here to take you out, he let us in.
What are you doing in that mud, Uncle Wilt?
Sinking, I believe.
You are aware the poetry brawl begins tomorrow.
I am?
And you can't let your fans down.
Oh, sure I can. Just how much money did they take in at the door?
None. The poetry brawl is a free cultural event, Uncle Wilt.
Then I don't really have to attend.
Yes, you do.
I suppose I do. Under a spreading maple tree, there was no joy in Mudville. For on that final play, down 7 points, mighty Casey fumbled.
General Mathpital, crossroads of nearly 1,000 lives, a sanctuary, a haven, an edifice dedicated to the needs of those whose mathematical health is threatened.
Dr. Freud, your mother keeps calling.
A moment, orderlies. Whither goest thou, that empty stretcher?
This isn't an empty stretcher.
Oh?
We're taking the invisible man to surgery.
I'm looking for Dr. Cyclops. Have you seen him?
No, doctor.
Well, keep an eye out for him.
Checking out today, Mr. Batson.
Yes, nurse. Here's the check for my room.
I had your brother as a patient last week.
Yes, Dr. Doolittle. He told me.
He's not sick, you know. He just thinks he's sick.
Oh.
How is he now, by the way?
He thinks he's dead.
Say, you can't take those crutches home. They're hospital property.
What?
Dr. Doolittle, you're wanted in surgery.
Oh? Why?
They have a problem, and I'm tired of you hanging out.
This is terrible, mira.
Dr. Tango, do you want a mambo?
Uh-huh. I think I've spotted the problem. What is it? You should step out on your left foot.
Oh, yes.
I'm Dr. Doolittle.
Doolittle? Are you retired?
No, just extremely lazy. What are you two cut-ups up to?
We have been asked to operate on a square.
You're operating on someone who doesn't like rap?
No. A real square.
This is its X-ray.
What's the problem?
The problem is we have to make 2 smaller squares of exactly the same size out of this one.
Boy, just what the world needs, more squares. Here, I'll show you what to do. There you are. 2 squares out of 1.
Dr. Doolittle, I wish you had done less. You haven't created 2 squares of the same size.
I haven't?
No, you have created 2 rectangles. A square is a rectangle.
But a rectangle is not necessarily a square. A square has 4 equal sides.
What have you got to say about that?
Is live and learn appropriate? Okay, another X-ray, please.
X-ray.
X-ray.
Right. I cut it this way. And now I have 2 squares out of 1.
No. You have the same thing you had before.
Oh, you're right. 2 rectangles. Another X-ray, please.
X-ray.
X-ray.
Okay. Now, I cut it this way. I wonder if the patient would be willing to settle for 2 triangles.
No, it wouldn't settle for 2 triangles, you butcher. Do your patients ever survive your examinations?
Another X-ray, please.
We don't have any more.
I have another idea. I'll perform an experiment on the patient.
Oh, no, you're going to make an incision.
Why not? What's a little incision among friends?
Won't it hurt?
If I'm careful and avoid cutting my thumb.
No, you just cut it into 2 triangles again.
Luckily, the patient isn't as impatient as you are, Doctor. Very carefully. Okay. There we are. 4 right triangles.
We wanted 2 squares of exactly the same size, not 4 right triangles.
And so you shall have them, Doctor.
You've done it. Created 2 equal-sized squares out of 1 square by making 4 right triangles.
We will go down in math in history. With just 2 cuts, we have turned 1 square in total.
Total?
Total.
And so once again, common sense and geometry have solved another problem at General Mathpital, crossroads of nearly 1,000 lives. Until next time, stay healthy and may the math be with you.
Take me out to the ball game. Oh, wow, this is so great. Hi, sports fans. Get up, get up. It's the 7th inning stretch. Of course, I've got nothing to stretch. Except my mind. And maybe yours. It's a heck of a ball game, huh? These days, though, the game sometimes has more statistics than strikeouts or stolen bases. Hey, don't get me wrong. Oh, gosh, I love stats. No, really. But sometimes an announcer will hit you with a stat. Like, how many runs a player with green eyes scores on rainy nights under the lights on artificial turf when he's got a Band-Aid on his thumb and his mother is watching? Give me a break, please. But I did hear a stat today that got me thinking. It was about southpaws. Southpaws, you know, left-handed pitchers. My team, the Expos, has a bunch of them. Of the 10 pitchers, 5 are southpaws. So, okay, I thought, which hand do they use to sign those humongous paychecks? Whoops! So, okay, I thought, if half of the Expos pitchers are lefties, does that mean that half of the world's population is left-handed? I checked it out. Sure, plenty of you are lefties, but more of you are righties. Way more!
Turns out the Expos pitchers aren't really representative of the whole population.
Only about 1 in 10 humans are left-handed. That's 10%. Doesn't sound like much, but just because the righties are a big majority, it doesn't mean the left-handed minority is peanuts. No way! You see, the world population is about, 5.3 billion. I knew that. 10% of that is 530 million. So that makes 530 million lefties. Whoa! It's more than twice the population of the United States. Hey, you can find out if the stats for your class fit the big picture. Take a survey. Figure out the percentage of lefties. Now remember, the bigger the sample, the closer the percentage will probably be to the world average.
A real small group would not be very likely to match the 10% world average.
Take a look at the last 4 presidents. 3 of them, Ford, Reagan, Bush, are southpaws. That's 75% of the sample. Those guys may lean to the right, but they're all left-handed. Oh, time to get back to the game, now that we've stretched our minds. Hey, we've got a lefty at the plate. Know who batted lefty? The Babe. Here's the pitch. The batter swings, hits a long fly ball deep down the left field line. That ball is out of here. Yeah, right on. I mean, yeah, left on.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Thursday, 4:43 p.m., and commuters who lived in New Jersey were getting ready to go home. They always waited for the commuters from Westchester, Long Island, and upstate New York to leave the city first, so no one would see them going to New Jersey. My partner is George Franklin. The boss is Captain Greco. My name is Tuesday. I'm a mathematician. Justice looked as though it was being miscarried as George and I tried to find evidence to disprove a case of embezzlement being made against a friend, Emmett Kelly. We decided to look at earlier scenes for something we may have missed. Emmett Kelly was in jail, and he told his daughter,
"Don't worry about a thing, Amy. I'll be out of here real soon. I didn't take the money, so when they find out who really did, I'll be home in a jiffy."
But evidence continued to mount against Emmett, especially when we found his days off matched the days monies were missing from the 5 bank branches.
My daddy didn't do it. He didn't.
Emmy, it's all... Oh. Crime is seldom welcomed as good news. But with Emmett in jail...
Mathnet, frankly. What? Really? That's terrific news. Thank you.
What happened?
Wonderful news, Pat. There's been another bank embezzlement. $5,400.
Emmett was let out of jail, and we were back to square one as far as catching the real culprit was concerned.
This is how much is missing now? $49,950?
Yep.
Look, it's the 9 whizzer again. The number's divisible by 90. See, Dad? All the digits add up to 27, and 27 is divisible by 9.
Gee whiz. Well, you sure got that right. Didn't she, George?
Absolutely right.
That's a lot of $100 bills.
Yep.
And I see they've still got more $10 bills than they should. And the number of $10 bills matches with the number of $100 bills.
Emmy, you give me an idea.
George.
Uh-huh.
Look at the kinds of bills that are missing. The bank reports it has lost a total of $49,950, right?
Uh-huh.
The examiners can't account for 555 $100 bills.
Well, that's a total of $55,500. You're right, that's a difference of nearly $6,000.
Yes.
Pat, remember when we found each embezzled amount was a 9 whizzer?
Yeah, each divisible by 90.
The amount missing from the bank is $49,950. And the bank has a surplus of $10 bills in the amount of $5,550.
Add them together, you get $55,500.
Tell us the good news, Skipper. You found the money.
I will if you want me to, but we didn't.
No luck, Captain?
None. We went over that bank from top to bottom. The money is not hidden there.
But it has to be.
George, the money is not in the bank. It was taken out. Sorry, guys.
Back to square one.
We know the money was taken out of the bank, but we don't know how.
Let's go back to my ATM theory.
ATM, automatic teller machine?
Yeah, I've been searching for patterns at each of the 5 branches from the transactions at the ATMs.
Tell us more.
I found one person, account number 31313, who made withdrawals on each of the robbery dates. And the total of those withdrawals is $5,550. The same amount of extra $10 bills the bank reports.
So someone might have switched the $10 bills with the $100 bills.
Sure. Then they got the money out of the ATM, or automatic teller machine. But how would he know when the hundreds were going to come out?
He'd have a rough idea by studying the characteristics of the way the machine is used at certain times.
Sure. Let's say he puts 50 $10 bills on the bottom, and then some hundreds instead of tens. When the 50 tens run out, he gets in line and takes the 100s.
That's not very exact. It would stand to reason that a few of the hundreds will get into the regular customer's hands.
Maybe we could find out who belongs to account 31313.
The bank is closed and we've got to hurry. I know it's a long shot, but it's all we've got to go on. Let's get into some undercover clothes and go hang out on Broadway.
To hang out on Broadway, we'd be better off in overcover clothes.
Captain, I think we should give George some credit. Wow, George. Maybe you were right. Your ace is with us. You look fetching, sailor.
Thanks, Bard. Where's the skipper?
He said he'd be here.
See anybody suspicious?
Nope.
Good evening. Hiya, Skipper. We were just wondering.
It's 11 o'clock. Be alert, gang.
We can't get any closer to the machine without attracting suspicion.
It would help if these people would get out of the way. I can't see.
Don't worry. We'll know when the guy comes and withdraws the bread.
How?
Trust me.
I'm going to get online.
Come on, buddy. I got a load of rod steel double parked over the Metropolitan Opera. Hurry it up.
Hey, hold your horses, will you?
Hurry it up, I say.
Hey, don't get impatient.
But I do get impatient.
What time is it?
10 after.
This gosh darn ATM or automatic teller machine is broken. It won't give me any money. I guess I'll leave.
Well, I guess that's it for tonight.
George, Captain Greco, look.
Oh, no. Is that Emmet?
Beats me, Skipper. Could be Blanche. She's a clown, too.
Or could be some other clown.
We'll know in a minute.
But the machine is broken.
Well, it's working again.
Aha! It worked! Come on, let's go. Let's get even. Whoever you are, you've got some explaining to do. Silent Lagoon!
Yes, I did it. I stole the money.
We're going to have to arrest you.
I was pretty sure that was the procedure. One question.
Yes?
Will you have to tell my father?
Afraid so.
Boy, he's gonna be mad as a wet hen.
Oh, you really are great with kids. I've got to admit, Emmet, for a moment we thought it might have been you and not Mr. Legume who had taken the money.
I couldn't have. Mr. Legume loaded the cartridges.
But you said you did.
Only into the machine. He loaded the money into the cartridges. In fact, this time, he loaded the cartridges for the whole month because he was supposed to be on vacation.
And he couldn't get into the vault to stop the chain of events after the federal examiners got there.
The money would just keep coming. He had to take a chance.
But how did he know when the hundreds would start coming out?
He programmed the ATM computer, or automatic teller machine computer, to stop giving out cash after it had given out its last $10 bill. He would watch the machine and wait for a customer to get upset at it.
Then he cleared the computer with another code and asked the ATM for $600.
The ATM?
Automatic teller machine.
Yes, but of course, instead of $10 bills, he got...
$100 bills.
Did he always wear a clown suit?
No, I asked him about that. And he said on Broadway he figured he'd be less conspicuous.
Because there's already so many strange characters on Broadway.
But why'd he frame my dad?
He didn't exactly frame him. He wanted the scam to go on forever, but...
If the scheme came to light.
And it did.
He could blame your father. It was nothing personal.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. How did you get the machine to erupt?
That's why I was late. I rigged it to blow a loud siren to alert us when someone called up account number 31313.
But what if the loud siren went off while there was a legitimate customer there?
Well, I guess I'd be really embarrassed.
Hi, Michelle. Having fun?
Oh, yes, Miss Tuesday. And thank you for having my birthday party here at Mathnet. This is the best party ever.
You know something, Michelle?
What, Mr. Kelly?
This turned out to be a pretty wonderful day for me, too.
Simon Legume was tried in Manhattan in and for the state of New York. He was found guilty of a 155.40 grand larceny in the second degree and a 313.3 fiddling around with an ATM or automatic teller machine. He is presently spending time in prison, where his father visits him monthly and bawls him out.
% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. This program was made possible by grants from the National Science Foundation, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by the financial support of viewers like you.
Corporate funding of Square One TV is provided by the Intel Corporation Foundation. Intel's technology is the brain power for computers in your life. Intel, the computer inside.
This is PBS.